Welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernangomez. And it's Satoransky in at the point. Top of the key. No good, off the front rim. The three is up. Gets the three to fall.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Parker right side. About a minute into this first quarter, and Parker throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Satoransky, and the three-pointer goes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Hernangomez up top. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Screen by Marjanovic. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Baberovic. Drains the triple. Baberovic has got 6.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Out left to the wing. Parker outside. Pass to Metu. 6 on the shot clock. Corner shot. Melly with a rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's Baberovic. Parker defending. Here's Baberovic. They set a pick. Lets it fly. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already, not the way you want to start a ball game.
Satoransky outside. Takes the 3. Kicks it out to Parker. Let's go with a 3. Melly with a rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
A minute and a half left in the first quarter. Pass to Baberovic. From outside the arc. Hernangomez with a rebound. Hits the trifecta. 6 points for him.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Baberovic. Goes up from the top of the key. No luck on that one.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Lets the three fly. Kicks it out to Parker. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Parker's got 7. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Baberovic. Beyond the arc. The shot misses.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Here's Parker. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They lead by 8. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Baldwin. Three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Ball passes to Anderson. Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Hayes. Birch with a screen on Anderson. Really left him alone that time. Hayes has got his first 2 points of the night. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. To the middle. The 3. They get it back. Fall. That shot is off. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Baldwin. Sinks the tray. Baldwin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Anderson against Hayes. Left side Anderson. And a missed layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Hayes. There's a screen by Birch. Hayes, shot's good. Hayes has gotten 4 this quarter. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And there's a pick. To the right side. Six to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 5. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Goodrich. Knocks down the long J.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Down low. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Hayes against Anderson. Clock at 6. Hayes, shot's good. Hayes has got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Fires fires in the triple.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
There's a screen, releases, gets an open look, and hits it.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
To the inside. Here's Vesely. Can't get it to fall. Now Hayes. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Baldwin. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Pure from three-point range. Baldwin's got 6 here in the quarter.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best. That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Substitution on the court.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
They set the screen to the paint. Pass to Melly. Out to the right wing. Here's Baberovic. He nails it, and we're tied. He's got 9. Ooh, poked away. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Satoransky outside to the inside. Hernan Gomez.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
We've got Willie Hernan Gomez, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 15, and Metu pulls it down.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
No good from outside. Right now, a close game in Atlanta. Chimezie Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward. Metu, pass to Satoransky. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others. Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Up top, Parker. He has 7. To the middle. Here's Metu. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Metu's got his second basket on the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Covered by Satoransky. And there's the screen from the arc. Sinks it from distance. 5 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
There's a screen by Metu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Cody, first personal foul, first team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Covered by Satoransky. Clock at 6. Here's Baberovic. Money from the wing. Baberovic has got 11. Baberovic has gone 4 of 8 from the field. Down low. Deflects the pass. And here's Hernan Gomez. And there's the drive. 1:57 left in the third quarter. A deep three. Out to the wing. Here's Parker. Drills it from deep.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Covered by Satoransky. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On the break. Knocks it down from distance.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Covered by Satoransky. A minute 4 left to play in the third. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Shot clock at 3. From 13. Pass to Baldwin. Now here's Hayes. Give him 8. Three-pointer. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he nails the third.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
It's Anderson on the wing. No made baskets yet. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
The three. The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Hayes, and it's Guduric in at the 2.
Away team foul. Rocco Beater. First personal foul, first team foul.
So it's the home team now. 6-point game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Vesely. Outside, Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
They grab their own miss. Here's Baldwin. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, trying his luck from deep. He drops it from range.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
For 3. Unable to get that one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Vesely. He's defended by Hayes. Here's Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Baldwin. This one for 3. It's not going to go for him.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. From deep. Pass to Guduric. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Guduric with the rebound. To end the drought. And he takes it up and lays it in.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Over to the wing. They set the pick. No one near him. And he hits the jumper.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. There's the 3. Here's Vesely. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Baldwin, covered by Satoransky. There's a screen by Birch. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. The shot. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Satoransky outside. He buries it from 3.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Gets the 3 ball to go. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. fires away from way outside. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Exceptional effort on the road.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Osman in at the 3. Here's Hayes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Nunn. That 3 off the mark. Here's Hayes. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Slukas passes to Osman. Here's Yurtsevin. Athens moving the ball around. Here's Osman, covered by Hayes. That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Baldwin. Marjanovic, a screen on Nunn. A shot by Biberovic, no good. Now Athens with it. Osman kicks to Hernan Gomez. Yurtsevin with the bucket.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Here's Biberovic for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
There's Slukas. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Baldwin can't get it to go. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Osman. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Marjanovic finds Hayes. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nunn. Here's Biberovic. Pass to Baldwin. Hayes with it. They set the pick. Releases. It's hauled in by Athens. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Slukas passes to Nunn. To the wing right side. Slukas. Another 3 for Athens.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Biberovic. Shot to stop the run. And it's Osman with the rebound. Athens leading by 6. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Biberovic. Puts up a 3. Hands it from downtown. 1:07 left in the first quarter. There's Slukas. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Pass to Hayes. To the inside. Here's Biberovic. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Osman. Good on the 3-point shot. Osman's got 7. Osman's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. There's a good screen. A 3-ball. A shot by Biberovic. No good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Hernan Gomez a screen. There's Slukas. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Baldwin. Over Nunn. The shot, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
And so it's Athens holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
We've got Colson, and it's Birch in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Athens leading by 7. Taking a look at Athens. They set the pick. Unloads. And it's Melly with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Here's Gutteridge. He's covered by Brown. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Beyond the arc. That's in. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Out to the right wing. Here's Gutterich. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Inside, here's Coulson. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now, here's Birch. Defense is right there. He's covered by Brown. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's the screen. Fires from deep. And it's Melly with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
To the middle. And he banks in the layup. And Athens leads by 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Launches it. And the three ball is good. He's got 6.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
A minute 42 left in the first half of the game. Jacks up a 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. There's a screen. The offensive rebound. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Lets it go from deep. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
From the arc. The shot. No good. Brown outside. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Athens.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Pass to Coulson. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And he jams it with authority.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Poked away. And here's the fast break. 4 seconds left. And the layup is up and in. 8 points for him. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
That is more than enough of us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Baldwin. He has yet to score. We've got Baldwin. He's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in at the shooting guard. That one good for 2. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Osman in at the small forward. Slukas passes to Osman. 5 to shoot. From downtown, gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
3 points.
Nunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Baldwin. For the 3. Over to the left wing. Tries the spin move. He takes it in.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
It's rebounded by Hayes.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They set the pick. Right wing. Here's Biberovic. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Osman. Good on the triple. Osman's got 10.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Biberovic. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hayes with it. There's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off the mark. Hayes has gone 1 of 4 so far. The tray. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Pass to Biberovic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. On Sunday, then on Wednesday.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Buries it down low. And now a 4-point Athens lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Baldwin. Here's Biberovic. Defended by Nunn. A shot by Biberovic. No good. Athens leading by 4. 1:31 left to play in the third. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Baldwin. Will it go? Driving to the basket.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And here's Nunn. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, you know, Greg, if it was any other player, it might be surprising. But he is just so good. It's good. 13 points in the game.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Makes it off the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
There's none. And it's good, but hold on. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Athens leads by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Hayes. Marjanovic is out there with Baldwin. And it's Biberovic in at the shooting guard position. There's the 3. Out to the wing. Now here's Hayes. He's guarded closely. The 3, and it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Now here's Brown. From outside the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for Athens.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Biberovic. Drains the three-pointer.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
There's the pick. To the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, the big man rocking the rim. Good aggressive finish right there.
And usually he leaves those to his teammates.
And at his size, you'd like to see him attack the rim like that every chance he gets.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Another 3 for Athens.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
To the inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Baldwin kicks to Marjanovic. Bucket is good. Marjanovic has got his first 2 points of the night.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. No good there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Brown. They get it back to the left side wing. Pass to Biberovic. Three-pointer. We've got 1:18 left in the game. Here's Hayes. Pass to Baldwin. Takes the three. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now here's Brown. Defense right on him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Here's Baldwin. No good from outside.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
A nice shot by Brown.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
And that one's good. Biberovic. So Athens wins it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. We've got Jetty Osman, and it's Nunn in at the 2. The 3 ball. And he buries his first look.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Satoransky's shot is off. Pass to Osman. Back to Nunn. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Parker outside. Basket's good on the assist from Satoransky.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And a miss there on the triple. Hernan Gomez sets a screen.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Nunn defends. Fires the 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Covered by Sadaransky. And another miss by Athens. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Fires from deep. No good on the shot.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
They get it again. Pass to Yurtseven. From downtown, buries it from 3. He's got 6.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Here's Sadaransky. Connects from downtown.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Nunn defends. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound.
Well, we call this high IQ and good instincts for the game, and these things Willie relies on to succeed at this level.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Athens.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
3 points.
Parker outside. And Parker throws it down.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Here's Osman. Off the mark there with a 3. Osman's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Sadaransky outside. It's Metu, high post. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Metu. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Outside Nunn. Nails it from beyond the arc. Nunn's got 6.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
To the wing on the left. Nunn defends. Pass to Sadaransky. 6 on the shot clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 6 points for him.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
Fires the 3. And Metu pulls it down. The 3 is up. Here's Hernan Gomez. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Here's Nunn. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Athens shooting their second and third shots at the line here. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And here's Sadaransky. Hernan Gomez sets a screen from deep three-point range. And he can't get that one. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Athens leading by 1. And the second quarter. Some good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
They get it back. Here's Fall. It's blocked. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And for Athens. Pass to Brown. There's a screen. And it's all from three-point range. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Counted from distance.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Back to Brown. Lets it go from deep. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Outside, Anderson. They set the pick. And finished off by Anderson.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Looking to win the run. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Athens shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Defended by Brown. Here's Vesely. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
There's a screen. Launches a 3. He's off on that one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Fall. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Outside, Brown. 1:41 left in the second quarter. Drops in the 3. He has 6.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
From behind the arc. On target from range.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Baseline try. It's hauled in by Fall. And 1:01 left to play in the half. Nails it from 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
For 3. Can't hit that one.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
To the paint. And he jams it home with authority.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. They lead by 14. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Now let's take a moment. Appreciate you joining.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. We've got Chemezi Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. No good on the 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And for Athens, we've got Omer Yurtseven, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Here's Parker. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Athens trails by 14. Covered by Satoransky. Pass to Osman. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Osman's got his second basket of the night.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
There's a screen by Metu. To the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Covered by Satoransky. Osman on the wing. Pass to Yurtseven. Now Hernan Gomez. Drives to the hoop. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Osman. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Hey, here's none for 3. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nunn defends. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Covered by Satoransky. Pass to Osman. Launches it. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Parker. And Parker throws it down.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Satoransky with the steal. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Athens. And here they come. Yurtseven a screen. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Nunn's got 11.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Parker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Athens trails by 18. Covered by Satoransky. To the left side wing. Left side Nunn. Puts it up from 12. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to Nunn. There's the triple. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Satoransky outside. Five to shoot. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Athens.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
And another miss by Athens. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. From behind the arc. Another shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on Omer Yurtseven. This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Athens trails by 20. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. Osman's got 9.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Osman's gone 3 for 7 from distance tonight. Now here's Parker. He's got 10. For 3. That shot, no good. What if it goes? No good. Would have counted had it gone. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Athens. 17-point game. They get the rebound. Anderson covers. Here's the pick. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. So on the floor for Athens. And finished off by Anderson.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. The free throw drops for Anderson.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Drills it from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
There's the 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Five on the clock. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And there's the screen. Here's the 3. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. Defended by Brown. Pass to Anderson. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Athens trails by 15.
Home team foul. Black will be the line. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Athens with it. The 3.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The 3. That shot missing. Brown with a screen. And the three-pointer goes.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Defended by Brown. Here's the floater. Misses the layup. Athens trails by 12.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
There's a screen. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Anderson for three. Connects from downtown.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Back to Brown. Down low. Off target at the rim.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Has to fall. From outside, off the mark. Athens trails by 15. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
59 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Athens. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Fires from way outside. Here's Vesely. Six to shoot. Can't connect from long distance. And so it's Athens with it. Down by 12. So they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hayes, Aldrin out there with Marjanovic, and it's Biberovic in at the two-guard spot. Fires for three. Offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. Here's Medu. Hits the three-point bomb.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's Baldwin. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. He's got 5, and he drives in. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Hayes. Offline with his 3. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. No good on the 3. Here's Melly. Satoransky covering. Pass to Biberovic.
Come to me, come to me.
Cans the shot from the wing. Satoransky with it. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. Inside. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Pass to Melly. Baldwin kicks to Hayes. Marjanovic with a screen for Hayes. That shot wide open. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Satoransky the pass to Medu. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Medu's got 8 points.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. A shot by Biberovic, no good. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. He has 5. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the right side. Now, here's Satoransky. Covered by Hayes. Satoransky gets the bucket.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Baldwin looking for the opening. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Here's Parker. The layup off target.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Fires the 3. A shot by Biberovic, no good. Biberovic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Hernan Gomez a screen. To the middle. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Biberovic. Hits it from 3-point range. Biberovic has got his second bucket of the game to go. Biberovic has gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Hernan Gomez a screen. And it's off from 3-point range. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Up 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Fall, and it's Lapro Vidala in at the point. Here's Vesely, and then Vesely with the dunk.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Colson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Lapro Vidala, and he makes that one. Lapro Vidala's got his first basket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Nice open look, but it's no good.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Birch. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Second quarter of action, about 1.5 minutes played. Bringas with the bucket. Here's Colson, defended by Anderson. Fires the 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Back to Abrinas. From deep. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Abrinas. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Abrinas has got 5 points now this quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
They set the screen. Going inside, and there it is for him. He has 5.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
The 3. That shot, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
To the wing on the left. Here's Gutteridge, defended by Anderson. That gives them the lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lets it go from the wing. Here's the 3. Here's Vesely. Here's Abrinas. 5 points in the game. Takes a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Abrinas has got 8 points.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Driving in the corner, it's Birch. Here's Gutteridge. There's the pick. Crafty move. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Birch grabs the board.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
This one for 3. No shot off that time. The shot will not fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Make some noise and get ready for the fifth.
Hi, everybody. We've got your and something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show. So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me...
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they needed most.
And credit their coach. And that's a halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Satoransky. Parker out there with Medu. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for him.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
You've got Baldwin. Bojanovic is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4. They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker. Hernan Gomez out there with Satoransky.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Marjanovic, a screen on Satoransky.
How about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Parker kicks to Hernan Gomez. Parker outside. His three-pointers off the mark. One-on-one here. Hayes, the pass to Melly. Back to Hayes. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And Hayes throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Medu passes to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Driving the lane.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Over to the wing. Puts up a three. Nailed from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Biberovic, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Now Hayes. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Covered by Hayes. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Now here's Satoransky. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Satoransky's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Out to the right wing. They set the pick. And Hayes kicks to Marjanovic to the left wing. Here's Biberovic. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Biberovic has got 4 this quarter.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
It's picked off. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And it's Melly with the rebound. And Hayes throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Baldwin kicks to Marjanovic. Hayes with it. He's against Parker. Hayes the pass to Baldwin. Just 4 to shoot. Launches a 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. 20 feet out. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Anderson outside. And finished off by Anderson.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
It's good from long range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. There's the pick. From past the arc. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Provitola passes to Fall. And it's Abrinas in the corner. Fires from deep. Pass to Fall. Here's Abrinas. To the right side. Here's Provitola. Off target from three-point range.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here's Birch. Fires away from outside. The rebound by Anderson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Abrinas. Leaps for it. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. And no good.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
From deep three-point land. Fall with the rebound. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Back to Abrinas. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The rebound by Anderson. Vesely dishes to Anderson. Puts up a deep 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Provitola. Left side Anderson. The 3 ball connects from three-point range. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this.
Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli. Then there's Hayes, and it's Baberovic in at the two-guard position.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Osman. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Baberovic. Clock at 6. Nifty move. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Hayes. Basket's good.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's Osman. Off target from three-point range.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Out to the wing. Here's Melli. The wide open shot is on the money.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Osman. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Right wing. Outside none. Back to your 7. Melli with a rebound.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Fires for 3. Here's Marjanovic. There's the block. Fast break. Here we go. He launches a 3. Can't get it to drop. Pass to Baldwin. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Hit 7 a screen. Hey, here's none for 3. On target from range.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Baberovic. None defends. Puts the move on. Hayes. And he converts the layup. Hayes has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here he goes. That one falls.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Melli after the basket by Athens. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the line for him here.
Marjanovic. 2 shots.
And so he hits both. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Left side, none. And again, it's Athens with a three.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Baberovic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Yurtseven. Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
From deep. Baberovic can't get it to go. Baberovic has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. The three is up. And again, it's Athens with a three. 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. He gets it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's Athens up by 3. Quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Count that bucket. Athens leading by 3. To the left side wing. Pass to Brown. This one for 3. Shot clock at 6. Goes up again. And the layup is up and in. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Into the lane. Good work there as it goes. And so it's Athens with it. It's a three-point game. Sinks it from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. And stolen by Brown. And here's the fast break. Out left to the wing. Puts up a 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Lets it go. And Burt slams it in.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Goodrich. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 5.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Tipped. It's Brown on the wing. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 5 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Guterich. Here's Birch. And rejected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 1.5 minutes left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. Blocked again! On Wednesday, and then on Friday. There's 1:12 left in the second.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. They trail by 7. The savvy little up fake there, fooling the D.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
$50 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Not going to go that time.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
They set the pick. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Guterich. 5 points in the game.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for Athens. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
It's deflected, and they'll get another chance. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the line. And he drops it first. And that's good as he hits both shots. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Athens up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for Athens.
Getting points from that second unit.
Thanks as always.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We've got Jetty Osman, and it's none in at the shooting guard position.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. No good from 18.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
There's a screen by Birch. Just 4 to shoot. And Count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
That one drops. He ties it up. On offense, here is Athens. Outside Nunn. Here's Osmond. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
There's a screen by Birch. Oh, there's the alley. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Yurtseven. Wide open. He hits the back iron and sinks it. 10 points for him. The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. Jams it in off a great move.
Whoo! Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Nunn's got 9 points.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Fires the three. The shot, no good.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Pass to Guduric. Birch with a screen on Nunn. And there's the lob, and Birch slams it in.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. To the paint. Here's your 7. Second shot opportunity. Good on the jump shot.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
1:44 left in the third. For the tie. It's hauled in by Athens. Pass to Osmond. Fires the three. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Nunn. Knocks it loose. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Yep, count it.
They have no answer defensively inside.
A minute 4 left to play in the third quarter. With the drive, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 14 points for him.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
35 seconds left in the third quarter here. And he throws it down with one hand.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Baldwin. And he hits it to tie the game. Baldwin's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Got it up. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
A huge
three allows them to snatch the lead heading into the final quarter.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. We've got Boban Marjanovic. Nico Melli is out there with Hayes. And it's Baldwin in at point guard. Screen by Marjanovic. Goes up on the wing. Here's Baldwin. Screen by Marjanovic. Shot clock at 5. Deflected. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Athens.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Here's Baberovic. Nelly. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
On offense, here is Athens. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's a pick. Inside. It's Brown on the wing. Launches a 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Baberovic. Screened by Marjanovic. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Brown, that's good.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Baldwin. That one is off.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
That's tipped. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Baberovic, defended by Brown. To the left wing. Hayes, the pass to Melli. Now here's Hayes. Tightly guarded. And finished off by Hayes.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. To the wing on the left. Back to Brown.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
A minute 50 left in the game. None. The pass to Osman. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
From downtown, sends it home from 3-point land. Baldwin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And neither side right now giving an inch. We'll see who cracks first.
Driving in. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Melli. Hayes with it. Nunn defends. To the inside. Picked it out of midair. Here we go. Misses the jumper. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Screen by Marjanovic. Pass to Baberovic. We're going the other way! .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Shooting for the away team. Baldwin.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. The visitors with the ball. Here's Baldwin. And nails the tray. And so it's Athens winning this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited.
It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Parker. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. And Zadaransky in at the point. Stolen by none. 3-on-3. Here's Osman, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Yurtsevin passes to Slukas. Fires the three, traps in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Parker. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Nunn. There's the drive.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Nunn. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. Jacks up a three. That shot off. Pass to Medu from deep three-point territory. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Medu's got 5.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now, here's Nunn. The three. Here's Yurtsevin. Off with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the dunk by Parker.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Hernan Gomez. To the wing right side. Athens moving the ball around. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Parker. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Defended by Nunn. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. No good on the shot. Athens leading by 3. Slukas passes to Yurtsevin. Another 3 for Athens. Here's Satoransky. No scoring in this one. Pass to Parker. 1:16 left to play in the first. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Now, here's Satoransky. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Nunn. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Nunn's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
It's Parker with the drive. And the dunk by Parker.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Basket good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Athens, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in the And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
They've got Fall, and it's Abrinas in at the 2 guard. Brown outside. Rebound by Vesely. And for Athens. And it's blocked by Brown. For the 3. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Abrinas, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Abrinas has got 5 points so far. Back to Brown. Defended by Anderson. Shoots. Brown, no good. Now Anderson, still yet to score, and finished off by Anderson.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Left side, Brown. And yes, it's good.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Brown. Here's Laprovitola. Here's Fall. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Shot clock at 5. And a miss there on the triple. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Abrinas. He has 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and it's in there. And Athens leads by 5.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Anderson. From the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Anderson's got 5 points so far.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And 1:01 left now here in the second. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's all evened up. He's got 7.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
On the wing, Brown. There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Abrinas with the bucket.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
There's a screen to stop the run. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Pass to Vesely, right wing. Anderson outside. The three. Vesely kicks to Anderson. Over to the left wing. Here's Abrinas. Shoots over Brown. He can't get that one to fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They're up by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love this.
Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end.
Yeah, they got to clamp down in the second half.
That is more than enough.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Hernan Gomez out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Zadaransky in at the 1. Launches a 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nunn looking around. Buries the long-range jumper. Nunn's got 8 points.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Stolen by Yurtsevin. Here's Osman. Another 3 for Athens.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Parker outside. Zadaransky the pass to Medu. They set the screen. Latre. Offensive rebound. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Defended by Nunn. Sinks the triple.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Zadaransky. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
A 3-pointer off the mark. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now, here's Nunn. He's tightly guarded. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Pass to Zadaransky. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Zadaransky. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Zadaransky's got his first points in this one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Nunn, and he dunks it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
I tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's Lucas. Trying tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebound advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Back to Osman. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Satoransky. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him down. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Pass to Medu. Defended by Nunn. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Nunn. Kept alive. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Slukas passes to Nunn. Here's Slukas. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 10.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
Parker outside. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Nunn. Shot on the wing. That's a 2 from Parker. No good from the wing. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Athens leads by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Brown. They set the pick. And Brown throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
They've got Anderson. And it's Vesely at the 4-man position.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Here's Laprovitola. Here's Fall. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Hits the 3-point bomb. And Athens leads by 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. Out to the right wing. They set the pick. Papapetro. Off target with his 3. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Here's Anderson. It's blocked. Athens leading by 5. Brown outside. Driving inside. Basket counts. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Athens.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a good screen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. That one drops for him.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Gomez grabs the miss. Medu passes to Parker with the drive and the dunk by Parker.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Nunn wide open. It's good from long range. Nunn's got 10 points here in the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Lets the three fly. Gomez grabs the miss. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You have to say it's a long shot.
Satoransky looking around. Launches it. Gomez kicks to Parker. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
To the middle. It drops.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Hot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Misses the wing chair. Now Evans with it.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
From deep three-point territory. No good. So it's Athens taking the W in this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but